All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Love and Relationship Talk. I am your host, JD, aka Mr. December, and I want y'all to welcome our co host, the Alabama Church Girl. Say something to the people.
Beep, beep, toot, toot. Hey, good people. It's your Alabama Church Girl here. We're in for a hot night tonight. So go ahead and ask your friends to come on in. Invite them into the group. It's Love and Relationships live right now.
Live right now. All right, so we're going to jump right into it tonight. Our first topic is, drum roll, please, unspoken expectations in a relationship. Unspoken expectations in a relationship. All right, so basically, what this means is you automatically, let's just say you're getting into a relationship, right? And off the bat, you are expecting certain things from your new boo, bae, significant other, whatever you want to call them. And what if they're not living up to those unspoken or silent expectations? I feel like it can cause a rift in a relationship, especially early on. But I want to hear from y'all. I want y'all to comment down below. If you're watching the replay, still comment, like the video, share the video. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Y'all hit that like button. It don't cost nothing to hit the like button. So go ahead and hit that like button, and we're going to talk about it. Alabama Church Girl, what do you think about unspoken expectations in a relationship?
You want me to be gentle or you want me to go in?
I want you to go in.
Okay, so unspoken expectations should not be a thing. We are all guilty of it at some point or another. Even as a relationship evolves, it doesn't have to be from the beginning of the relationship. Because I know that I have learned in my early adulthood how to voice and ask, hey, what are your expectations? Because I know what I'm going to do and what I'm not. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, I have been known to enjoy older men. So I had to learn
Mm-hmm.
early, hey, I need to know what you're expecting now. So I'll let you know if I'm in for that or if I'm not. But
Mm-hmm.
something that I've learned about myself, even as I have matured, is that even after the relationship has progressed into something really serious, even in our day to day lives, we may have unspoken expectations. For instance, you may expect your partner to cook because you worked all day. But if you didn't say that, it causes a rift. There's a break in
Mm-hmm.
communication. You
Right.
expected them to know, well, I worked all day, so you should be the one that's cooking today. But
Right.
sometimes you just need to vocalize. And, we learn and we grow and we do better over time. But it really is something that we should eradicate out of our relationships. That's the way I feel. I was real gentle with it. I didn't really go in like I wanted to.
Oh well. Don't worry about that because we about to get into it. So,
Oh.
here it is. I'm going to be not so gentle on this one because I think, especially coming from women, I believe that there are a lot of unspoken expectations when it comes to women, and I say that because in my experiences, I'm going to talk about me and my experiences. I've come into a situation to where,
Let me sharpen up
uh,
my teeth because I'm ready to bite you.
yeah, go ahead and sharpen them up. Men are not mind readers, okay? Men are not mind readers at all. All I'm saying, if you expect something that we have not talked about already, you can't get mad at me if I don't do it,
Yeah,
right?
this is true.
But women will take this thing to the extreme. For example, oh, well, you knew my feet was hurting, so why should I have to ask you to rub my feet? Or, for example, oh, well, you knew I was tired today, so why didn't you cook or why didn't you pick up something to eat?
You know why I don't want to bite you, right?
Yeah, I know.
Because
Yeah, I know.
JD, Don't act like it's only women. Don't
I
act
mean,
like it's only women. I mean, I ain't
okay,
saying you guilty.
uh-huh.
Only you know your truth. But don't
I
act like
might
it's
be.
only women.
I I might be guilty, but I also try to communicate. I'm very precise in the stuff that I say, so I try to communicate effectively. Maybe sometimes it doesn't go the way that I think. It should go in my head, but I'm trying. So well, why is it that you ladies expect men to just know certain stuff?
So this is what I would say.
Hmm.
And I'm giving you a lot of grace because I really want to bite you. I'm telling you, I want to go in on you,
I
JB.
and I want you to go in. If you feel like biting me through the screen, go
Okay,
ahead
so
and bite because we getting into it tonight.
okay, we're gonna get into it. You see, I got
Hmm.
my hair ready to swing on you.
Yeah, I see. Neck is already warmed up and going. We're gonna get into it tonight.
Yes, but
I feel
JB,
like the last couple of weeks, we've been, kind of holding back a little bit, but yeah, tonight we're gonna
okay,
get
but
into it.
JB, we just had a prime example of unspoken expectations from a man, and I have to speak my reality show language. Love and
Hmm.
Marriage Huntsville, Alabama. Martell Holt, who couldn't had to just go get him a 5-year relationship and a baby from an extramarital affair because his woman wasn't giving him the fellatio that he wanted every night. She wasn't doing it for him. So he felt
Hmm.
like she should have known that that's what he wanted. And she was like, I'm busy. I'm a businesswoman. I give it to you every now and then, but you ain't finna get it all the time.
What?
Unspoken expectations. Prime example. Hello, Facebook user. I
Yeah,
gotta
she
see
said, "Tell it
you.
like it is."
So
So
don't
we,
act like it's just women because it's not. You men do the same thing, and I have to say that you guys are more temperamental about stuff like that. And then
uh-huh.
this man, he didn't just have a little bicker or a little spat in the house. He went and got a whole nother woman and brought it into the relationship, and a whole nother baby and brought it into the relationship. And they already had 4 babies in the
T-
relationship.
together.
Yes, him and his wife had 4, and then he went and had another one with another woman because
Okay,
he,
so
he had an unspoken expectation, and that was unrealistic for a boss woman with 4 children.
how? How?
If I'm running ragged with all these businesses,
Hmm.
and I got to come home and make sure all my babies are taken care of, you
Hmm.
can hold on until I got the time on Thursday if you didn't get it on Tuesday.
Yeah,
Now, I
I
ain't
might can
saying that
get.
you should just let them be dry, bone dry. No, you got to slob on the knob like corn on the cob. But
This is true.
at the same time, he can be patient. Love is patient, and love is kind.
Okay, I might can get down with that, but what does he do for a living?
He's a businessman as well. So all the more
Hmm.
reason they're in business together. All the more reason he should understand.
They're in business. Who runs the business?
Both of them.
They run it together.
Yes.
Okay, so
I need you to
you
get up on this reality show stuff, sir.
yeah, maybe I do. I really don't. I really don't watch it like that. But you giving me something to think about. So
Oh,
my
Miss Wanda. Hey, Miss Wanda.
but yeah, shout out to everybody that's watching right now. Go ahead and like the video, share the video, tell everybody that we're on and we getting into the conversation tonight. So okay, listen, both of them are running the business together, right? So if they're on what Love and Marriage Huntsville, right? My
Mhm,
city limits, they got money, right?
mhm.
How come they can't pay a nanny,
So here we are.
a maid?
You raise a good question. If he wants his woman not to be so tired, why did he make that one of his priorities? I need to get somebody in here to help my wife do the home duties that I want her to do so that she can be more available to me.
Mm-hmm. Now, I want you to explain something to me and everybody else that may be watching that don't know much about this show. And I think I watched it a couple of times in the very first season. But if they got money and you said they got 4 kids, right?
Mm-hmm. And one of them happens to
So,
be like a brand new baby.
oh wow, oh wow. So explain to the people how this situation came about because we're talking about unspoken expectations. So what you're telling me is he never told his wife anything, saying, "Hey, well, I need this from you. I would like a little more of this. I enjoyed this X Y Z."
So the way it aired on the show, I think this is their second year.
Uh
And
huh.
what they explained in one of the behind the scenes episodes was that when they decided to, or when they got a green lit show with the own network, um, they were already recovering from him having an extramarital affair.
Mm-hmm.
But she thought that they were in a good place, that they went through that in their stage of marriage and they had moved past that. I think she said they went through that in after 6 or 7 years, she
Mm-hmm.
discovered he had had an affair. But by the time the show came about, they were more like in their ninth or 10th year of marriage. So she felt like they had overcome that. So
Mm-hmm.
then they get this show, they start filming, and she said in the midst of filming, she found out that he was still seeing the same woman.
Oh wow. Hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So when the show comes out, he was trying to spin it. It came up. It came up in the show. And all of the other castmates knew about it. The male castmates really knew about it.
Mm-hmm.
And he was trying to spin the narrative that she ain't meet my needs at home. So that's why I had to go do this. So he was saying those type things around his male castmates.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But he was not saying that to her.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the second season, they had a behind the scenes episode. And she explained in that behind the scenes episode that he was not verbalizing those things to her. And he even said it in the end of the second season that he may not have articulated specifically what he needed in order to satisfy this appetite of his. And he explained it to his counselor as, my wife has oranges. I like oranges. She
Mm-hmm.
won't give me her oranges. So I go out and find oranges somewhere else. Now I really like those other oranges. In fact, I
Mm-hmm.
love those other oranges. But my wife has oranges. But why didn't you open your mouth and ask her for her oranges? Unspoken expectations. Okay.
Mhm. Okay, I can get down with it, but I can get down with that. But here's the issue. I don't know this lady, but if she's like most ladies, right? If she's like most ladies, she's probably a little bit emotional, probably a lot of bit emotional. And
Oh my
he,
God, JD.
yeah, I said it. I'm
Oh
going there
my
tonight.
God,
I'm
JD.
going there tonight. I'm going there tonight. And
You
see,
are stereotyping us all, and I don't like it.
no, look. I don't think that's a stereotype.
It
I think
is.
that I think that's a fact. Women are emotional. Am I not telling the truth? Look, if you think that women are emotional,
I think
and
people. I
look,
think people are emotional. Women
this
and
is
men. People.
this is not an insult. Okay, it's not an insult at all. All I'm saying is that men
Ladies, do
and
y'all
women
feel
are
insulted?
different.
Because I feel insulted.
You okay? You ever heard that I think it was a book that came out years ago. It was called Men Are From Venus, Women Are From Mars, or vice versa, however it went.
Uh-huh.
the
I know
the
what you're talking
fact
about.
of the matter is you can't go against the science and the biology. Women are emotional. Women think with their feelings or try to move with their feelings while men move with their head. Logical.
Which
That's just
one?
say again.
Which one?
Which one? What?
Which head?
This
That's,
one.
no, that's not the truth. That's
Logic.
not what you
Logic.
gotta stick with.
Logic.
Corinthia,
Now,
can you get down in the congregation and tell JD that it's not just women who are emotional? Men are definitely emotional, and you guys do think
how?
with your lower region.
Okay, that may be true, but men are designed to be that way. You can't go against the biology. You can't go against the science.
Okay,
Men
I'm gonna
are
let you
made.
make your point. I'm gonna bite my tongue.
No, 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 don't. I don't want you to bite your tongue because, like I said, we getting into it tonight. So I'm just going from my opinion of what you said about these people on the show. Now, I haven't watched the show, and I'm not big into reality TV because it's supposed to be reality, but I think there's some level of scripting in there. That's just my opinion. But anyway, um, this brother was probably thinking, I can't tell my wife this because if I do, she gonna bite my head off. Because maybe he didn't want to hurt her feelings. Let's see. Yeah, I have to agree with my girl. Men, I definitely think with the other. Okay, okay. But men are also logical too. I need some men in the group to help me
Yeah.
out. Men are also logical too. Women are emotional. So
That's
he was probably
logical.
trying
You think
to
that's logical?
say again.
You think that's logical
What's logical?
for men to think with their other region?
No, I don't think is
Okay,
logical to do that.
thank you.
I think you need to exercise discipline,
Yes, we
right?
all do.
I think you need to exercise discipline. I'm huge on discipline, uh, whether it be for men, whether it be emotional discipline, whether it be sexual discipline. I am big on discipline, right?
I understood.
So he a lot of times men are thinking something, right? And they don't want to say anything because they don't want to hurt their lady's feelings. And then let's just be honest, in this climate and culture that we in these days, it's real quick for men to be labeled toxic, toxic masculinity. It's easy to be labeled misogynist or a misogynist or anything else up under the sun for that matter. It's over the last 20 to 30 years, men have had to walk on eggshells when it comes to women. And it's mostly because women are so emotional.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I do. I know. I know. That's why we get together because, and this is why this is a prime example of why I wanted to start this group and why I wanted to start this stream is because what I'm seeing is men wanting to get with women, right? Women wanting to get with men, but somehow it's a disconnect in what men want and what women think that men want. And also, it's a disconnect between what women say they want and what they really want.
Yeah. So I think it starts with each party being honest with themselves and not being afraid to verbalize their honest and true desires. And
Mm-hmm.
I I'm very clear. I'm not um I have a preference when it comes to men.
Mm-hmm.
I don't discriminate. I love men,
Mm-hmm.
but I have a preference when it comes to men.
Yeah.
I tried to live outside of my preference, but it just didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and that's okay. But I can say, okay, I like dark skin or white. I don't
Mm-hmm.
like no bright skin man. That's not. I'm not attracted. I'm just not.
Uh-huh.
I've tried. Oh, he's cute, but ain't nothing exciting me. Like
Mm-hmm.
like no
Right.
waterfalls. There's no rivers. There's no
Right.
lake.
And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? You know,
So
go ahead.
But with saying that and being honest, I say that person their time, their feelings, it might sting a little bit from the beginning, but for me to get into a relationship with someone under false pretenses and then for them to invest time, energy, money, dates, family,
Mm,
into this relationship, and then to find out months or years later that I never really was interested in them like that, that's more hurtful, that's more damaging. It damages the
mm,
soul. So back to the love and marriage Huntsville scenario, why wouldn't he tell her off the top? He might have hurt her feelings, or she might, feel a little way. But if she loves her husband, she gonna take that and be like, okay, I'm gonna please my man because I ain't gonna let nobody else please him. That's just the way it
right,
is.
right, right.
But he
But
didn't do that. Instead, he hurt her to her core by going out and spending 5 years with another woman, and then to
mhm.
have another baby with another woman. How much more do you think she's hurt?
Yeah, that's wait a minute, where my banner at? You already know what I'm about to put up.
Allegedly.
Not this one.
Joe Trifling.
Yeah.
A shame and a scandal.
And let's go ahead and throw this one up there too.
Yeah.
But so here's another factor. Was it that way at the beginning? Like, was he getting all of his oranges at the beginning?
So from what you
Maybe he was
stated,
getting a few. Maybe he was getting 5, 6 oranges a week.
well,
Now
from
maybe
what
he.
you stated, she never was that type of woman. She said from the time they were dating, when they first got, she said she never was that type of woman. And he knew that. And he didn't have an issue with it. And he was loving on her just the same. So why all
Mm,
of a sudden, and if things change in your relationship, because sometimes your appetite does change. Like
mm-hmm,
sometimes, we go through a lull, like I just haven't been feeling it lately. But then it's like, oh my God, every time I see you, you better come here.
mm-hmm,
so
mm-hmm.
so sometimes your appetite changes, but that's why communication needs to be open and needs to be honest, and we need to be able to be vulnerable with each other.
Okay, we're gonna go back to vulnerable in a second. Uh, I'm not gonna say that's a trigger, but we're gonna go back to that word vulnerable in just a second. So this is my question: if she wasn't doing that from the beginning, right, and
Mhm.
he knew that, okay, again, it might have been a situation to where he didn't want to say anything because maybe he didn't want to be uh looked at or judged any kind of way. Because I mean, let's just be real. In this society, if men say what they want, and let me just throw this out there, it's changing now. Men are starting to speak up and go against all of these. I don't want to say feminists, but men are standing up and saying and fighting back against these stigmas because uh if he had said what he wanted, oh, I'm not gonna do with this, da, 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 but he liked the woman, you know what I'm saying? She might have checked every other block except that one. Men are visual and sexual in nature, right? And I just believe in my mind, whatever, just knowing how men think, he probably kept quiet on that because he didn't want to be looked at or labeled any kind of way, especially the misogynistic part or the toxic masculinity part.
I
You
don't know.
know,
He's a different character, so I can't speak to why he didn't speak up, but I know one thing: probably would have saved his marriage and his family, because he really did seem like he really did love. He really does, because even to this
mm-hmm,
day, he's on social media pouring out his love for his ex-wife now because they're
mm-hmm,
divorced. But he seems like he really does love this lady, and he really did want his family to stay together. But the hurt that you caused her is irreparable now
mm-hmm,
by doing what you did.
mm-hmm.
Now I want to bring up another scenario.
Come on with it.
Speaking in my reality TV show language, on the Real House, no, Married to Medicine in Atlanta. There's a doctor Dr. Jackie and her husband went through a situation on camera, where he kept asking her for more time. He is a
Mm-hmm.
retired NBA player, um,
Uh-huh.
and I think he coached college ball at some point, but he's retired. And
Mm-hmm.
she is a gynecologist, and she has a very active and thriving medical career as a gynecologist. She is
Mm-hmm.
known as the doctor to all the stars. She birthed all the star Atlanta stars babies. So he kept asking her, "Baby, when you come home, I don't want you to get on your computer and work while you're at home. I want some time with you." He kept asking her. We saw him do that for a couple of seasons where he kept telling her he wanted some more time with her. He was actually speaking what his expectation was. He wanted that time. And she was just like, "Look, this is my job, this is my career. I'm in it to win it, you know, and I
Mm-hmm.
got to do this." And I think it was like the third or fourth season that they were on, the allegations came out that he was cheating on her. Well, they actually
Mm-hmm.
went through it. It wasn't an allegation now because, I mean, they admitted to it on camera that he had
Mm-hmm.
an affair. He was caught by the paparazzi walking through um, Atlanta airport with another woman going out the country with another lady. So, and it hurt her to her soul. And they separated for a while, but she had to acknowledge he was telling me what he wanted, and I was not making myself available. So they went through counseling, and this season, I think they're in their eighth season now of the show. They have such a cute little relationship now, and I'm really happy to see them be able to get it back on track. But I think that the difference in their situation versus the Huntsville situation is he was verbalizing, she just wasn't
Mm-hmm.
responding. So they both had a part to play in it. Whereas the Huntsville situation, he wasn't verbalizing it to her. So he didn't give her a room to make any changes. He didn't give her a room to try to meet him where he was. He just went out and made a decision for himself on that's not what you do when you're in a relationship with someone.
Right. I can get down with that. But I want you to help me with something. Because what if the roles were on the other foot, right? If what if she had been asking him for more time? And this is another thing too. And we seem to be talking about, like, high level people with money that have to work, 12, 10, 12, 16 hours a day, right? It takes that when you're passionate and ambitious about whatever it is that you do. But what if the roles were on the other foot? I just feel like the man would have been expected to make a change and make a change quickly, right?
So
If
that
go ahead.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Okay, so I feel like a man would have been expected to make, uh, maybe not unspoken, but he would have been expected to make that change and make the change quickly. Okay, women tend to not be as patient as men have to be sometimes, and that goes back to what I was saying about the emotionalism with women, right? So if it had been, if the shoes had been on the other foot, and the woman had been asking the man for more time, you know, you ladies would have been high fiving, turning back flips. Girl, you better go get what you need. If he can't do it, somebody else will. You know what I'm saying? And he would have been expected to make a change and make it really, really quickly.
I don't
And
think
then on, and then on top of that, let's just put it in
I
perspective like this.
disagree.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you get your disagreements in here in a second. And yeah, y'all like the video, comment below. We're getting into it tonight. So, how long was he asking his wife, right, for this time and attention? I just feel like women do not take criticism well at all.
That might be true.
especially in 2021. Women do not take criticism well, and it's because they're emotional. But men are subjected or subjective to any type of criticism, whether it be on the job, whether it be at home, just out and about. Men are always criticized,
So
always being critiqued, and men are expected to just lick their wounds, get it together, and keep on moving. Right?
I disagree.
Well, then tell us why you disagree with that.
I disagree, first of all, because typically, if a man is really, really busy and on his grind, a woman is his cheerleader. Typically, his woman is that cheerleader. You know why? Because she knows if he's grinding, all of us eating. So I, go baby, go baby, go baby, go baby, go, yeah, yeah, get it. And by the time she gets to the place where they're comfortable and I need more time with you now, she might wait till she's at her wits end before she verbalizes it. And that might be why you may feel that he has to get it together really quickly. But ain't no way you gonna sit here and tell me that if he was still in the NBA and she was asking for his time, that he would say, "Okay, I gotta miss these games because I need to spend some time with my wife." Ain't no way he gonna do it at all.
Okay, you want
At
me to tell you
all.
why that's different?
I'm listening. I
Because
got to hear him.
it's different. Because if he was still playing, he does not set the NBA schedule.
And she doesn't set the schedule when these babies coming either, but she knows she got
She
to be there to catch them when they fall.
okay, that might be true. However, it's something called nurse
Did I miss
practitioner.
something, ladies? Please, sisters, get down in the congregation and help me out.
It's something called nurse practitioners.
That doctor got to be there when that baby coming. Ask
Okay,
me
that's
how I know. I had a
okay.
baby. They
Well,
made me
okay.
wait till the doctor got there before I could get that baby out of me.
While that may be true, she can't control when the babies are coming. But those regular appointments, she can get the nurse practitioner to fill in sometimes.
Okay, and that means that she not getting paid.
How?
She got to pay the nurse practitioner that was there. She wasn't there.
Okay, well, you should be paying a nurse practitioner anyway. Is this her own practice?
This is her own practice. So if
Okay,
she
well, she
paying
make the
somebody else to
rules.
come here and do the job that she can do, that's that's not gonna cut it. And ain't no way you gonna tell me to cut my job short.
Hmm.
No, you ain't finna cut yours not in one day. Cause he can't miss no practice because I gotta take my wife out on a date. He can't do that. He can't
Hmm.
he won't miss no PR because he gotta take his wife out on a date. So the same thing goes with appointments. He ain't gonna miss
Um,
not a one business meeting because he needs to take his wife out on a date. My wife has really been complaining. That ain't finna happen. It ain't.
mhm.
It ain't.
And there's also,
And I
the
don't care
off season.
if he wasn't in the NBA, if he was just a truck driver, he ain't
Hmm.
finna miss not a load getting where it needs to get to because his wife want a date. He's not gonna
Okay,
do it.
so let me ask you this: he's a retired NBA player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plenty money.
Mm-hmm.
How much money do they need if he got all the money?
Well, listen, according to her friends, she got way more than him. According to her friends. But
Hmm.
just because they don't need it, don't mean that you got to stop somebody from being a go getter. But what needs to happen is a healthy balance. And what they
Hmm.
really need is to have healthy communication. That's why I feel like communication is the resolution to any relationship issue. That's why unspoken expectations shouldn't happen because everything you need to speak on it. Because when you speak it, you give those words life. It will come to you. The universe will make it happen.
Hmm.
Whether it come through the source that you're asking from, or God will bring somebody around that will get it to you. It's gonna happen.
Mm. Well, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. I just feel like women's expectations are so much more than men, these days because let me tell you why. Women these days, they typically want a traditional man, right? Somebody that's a provider, protector, can pay, if not all the bills, the bigger portion of the bills, right? That this is one thing that women want, and most women don't want to work after they're pregnant, right?
Yeah, you sounding like a sexist right now.
No, no, I'm being honest. If you ask most women today, they want a man to be a provider. They want a man to be a protector. Women want to feel secure, right? That
Yes, I
that's
do.
that's usually at the top of most women's list. They
I was
want to
about
feel
to say, before provider, I want you to be my protector.
right. They want you to be able to fight. They
I
want you to
love
be.
the fact. I love the fact that my dude. I'm not the one. I don't pop off. I'm real
Mhm,
patient. Like I said, I'm nice until I'm not. I'm really patient. But I love the fact
mhm.
that my dude, he will pop off. he,
Yeah, yeah,
you know that
exactly.
meme where they said, "Talk to me, cause I talk back." That's him. He
Right.
before I have to say anything, he gonna be and already told you off and
Mhm.
walked off.
So let me ask you this: that's a requirement, right?
I yes.
That's an expectation that you have of him being your man. Okay. So why is it that women want men to be more traditional, but women don't want to be traditional wives?
What do you consider a traditional wife?
Women don't want to be a traditional wife, as in cooking all the meals, taking care of the children, making sure the house is clean, taking care of the man, all of the inside stuff.
Sounds like
Uh,
you are pigeonholed into gender roles.
yeah, I'm very big on gender roles. I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time, while I'm kind of big on gender roles, that's not to say that I won't cook or clean up or anything because I live by myself. My house got to be clean. I don't like a lot of mess. I don't like clutter. I keep my house clean. You know what I'm saying? Facebook user says, "Hey guys,
Hey,
people,
Tiffany.
what's up, Tiffany? Thank you for joining us." But it's the fact that men are expected to be. I keep my house clean, right? I try to keep my yard up. Wash my own clothes. I can cook. I'm a really good cook, right? I take care of the yard, all the outside stuff. So if I have a woman here, wife, what have you, is she not supposed to chip in and help make my life easier? I got to do
So,
everything too.
but see, this is where I think it might be an issue. Every woman ain't for that type of relationship, but there are some women that are.
Okay,
I
but
mean,
but but
each
since you said that, are there plenty of men that fit that traditional role?
well, and it goes both ways. Everybody is not gonna be a suitable partner for you. That's why it's good to know who you are and what you need. Because some
Mm-hmm.
women do want to just be at home, let their man take care of the bills, and I'm gonna take care of this house. I'm gonna take care of these
Mm-hmm.
kids. There are some women that
Right.
want that, but then you got some women, they are really goal driven, and then they're gonna have time to just focus all the attention on taking care of the house and taking care of the kids. I'm gonna do that, but I might have to hire somebody to come in here and cook because, baby, I might not have time. so,
Mm-hmm.
so I like to keep my house clean too. But ask me about me and my dude considering, look, I'm here. I'm away from the house a whole month.
Mm-hmm.
I looked up some people I need to call to go just do a deep clean of the house, make sure it's good.
Okay, that might not be too much of his thing though. You know what I'm saying? But you said something about the women being goal driven, and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But while women are becoming more modern and more goal driven and not, you know, as traditional in a sense, but they still want a traditional man.
I don't
That's
think
what I'm
so.
getting
I
at.
don't think so. I don't think a goal-driven woman wants a traditional relationship. Let me tell you somebody that is super unordinary. My one of my sisters, she's so happy by herself. She would like a husband, but she would need a husband that needs to understand that she might be in Florida today, then California tomorrow, then in Vegas 3 hours later, and then traveling to Jamaica, then off to London. That's just how her life goes. And he
Mm-hmm.
need to understand that if he wants somebody that's just at home humping on him every day, he might have a problem.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Somebody says I am goal driven, but can take care of those things. Yet I got to do my goals. And you know what? It's the same. It's the same thing with the men. But the thing about the man, mostly the men's goal is to provide for the family, right?
Some men, just because that's your goal doesn't mean that's necessarily other men's goal. That's why I said everybody is not for everybody. You got to find the partner that's compatible for you. That's why it's very healthy from the beginning of the relationship to go ahead and speak what your expectations are. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
this is
Mm-hmm.
where I am in life right now. There are some things that I want to achieve for myself. Tiffany says, I need a man who is on the go, that has a view, and be traditional too.
Now, how in the world, Miss Tiffany,
But see,
you
that's
want to make?
you can get a balance. You can get a balance.
Okay, let me put that back up there. So this is what I want to know. What is okay? If a man is on the go, busy on the grind, bringing home the bacon or whatever, so to speak. Okay, let's just take this scenario, like you said about your sister. What if he's on the road 5 days out of the week, here, there, everywhere else, right? Is he still supposed to be traditional, as in keeping up the yard, whatever? Because if he's on the go all of that time, when he's home, all he want to do is get some loving from his wife and get some sleep, and then when it's time for him to go, he's gonna have to go again.
Yeah, and that's what did I just say? What did I
Is
just
that is
say?
that traditional?
I'm the type of female. I love for my house to be clean. I
Mm-hmm.
do. If it even if we don't ever eat, I need my house to be clean because I'm
Mm-hmm.
OCD. So in order to supplement the fact that I keep having to be gone away from home months at a time, I'm considering sending somebody to the house to clean the house for me because I need that. I need that, and I know he ain't the man to be doing it. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not to say that he nasty or nothing, but he don't clean it like I clean. So,
Yeah, I get it. And see, and
and then the
see,
same thing goes with a man that might be away from home who typically does the yard work. Like my dude loves to do yard work, but
mhm.
if he's gone so much, he probably will pay someone to get it done for me now while I'm gone at this time. You see what I'm
but
saying?
that it's getting done. But
Hey,
in
Jay.
in my estimation, and just my opinion, that's not traditional. But I like what you said. You said he'll clean up, right? But he's not gonna clean it like you.
Right, exactly.
Even though I can clean up or whatever, and I think I do a pretty good job. But I'm still not gonna be able to clean up like a female can, like a woman can. And that's just the natural, chemistry of things. People think it's misogynistic or whatever to expect that from your significant other, a woman these days and times. Oh, well, it's 2021. We don't have to do that. I don't cook, I don't clean. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it, I just feel like gender roles were there. I'm not going to say there for a reason. I just feel like that's the natural state of things or how things are. You know.
Well, whatever your natural state is, I think that each relationship is unique. and you just have to have a partner. Y'all can talk it out and walk it out how you want to. I mean, she might pay all the bills, but hey, y'all come up with a plan and solution to get the house taken care of at the same time. It did. I don't care. What works for you works for you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that communicating and stop going off these unspoken expectations. Stop doing that, because we're a whole new generation. It don't work like mom and them had it. In fact, I don't want what my mom and them had, because it was toxic. It was toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Mom and them stayed together because they had to. They
Mm-hmm.
stayed together because the church pressured them to. I ain't doing
Okay. Would you say that marriage is consumed of responsibility and duty?
there is responsibility, there is duty, but I don't think it's consumed of that. I think that if you allow it to get to that point of being consumed, then you might need to step back and do some counseling,
Okay. So
because you should be
what do you think?
enjoying your marriage. You should be enjoying your partner.
Mhm. That's true. Now, but can you enjoy your partner while taking care of your responsibilities and duties as well?
Yes. Yes, when it's
Okay.
healthy. Now, sometimes I think we get in over our heads. Hey, KJ. I think we get in over our heads. For instance, I know of a couple that the wife had a terrible spending habit. She made very good money. I think she was
Mm-hmm.
the higher earner in the relationship,
Mm-hmm.
but she had terrible spending habits. So it always caused them to be in debt, where they had to constantly be working and working and working, doing overtime, overtime, overtime to pay off the debt. Then that's a
Mm-hmm.
problem. Now you've really just stuck a knife in your own relationship, whereas y'all
Mm-hmm.
could have been living happy and comfortable. Stop being greedy for stuff. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Because you're comfortable. You should be enjoying your relationship. You should be traveling and having fun, and getting a whole lot of humping in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Agreed. Agreed. Okay. So this is the next question. Then we'll go ahead and move on to the next topic. I can't wait to get to this next topic.
Uh-oh.
But do you think that I know you talk about the situation that you don't want with what happened with your parents, right? But you still believe in marriage, obviously, because you're engaged. But previous generations, right? Do you think they did better with less, and we're doing worse with more? Because
As far as
that's what I
managing,
see. Our previous generations, they did better with
right,
less.
Tiffany. I think
Yeah.
as far as managing, they probably did. They
Uh,
probably did.
and I feel like we're doing so much worse with our relationships, and we have way more than they had back in the day. But somehow we black men have a problem working with black women and vice versa. So, we're trying to get down to what the disconnect is, right?
So I think I'm just gonna keep pounding this issue. I think the disconnect is communication, because
Mm,
honestly, a lot of relationships that I know of that were over 2 or 3 decades long. My parents were married 42 years before
mm,
my mom passed last year. My aunt and uncle have been married now 53 years.
mm,
Um, just about all the couples in my home church were married just as long. Like, I grew up knowing these folks as Mr. Brown and Miss Brown, you know what I mean? And they're still
right.
together to this day.
Mm,
But listen, Mr. Brown had a whole family on the other side of town, and Miss Brown just dealt with it because she didn't have no other out. In this day and age, Women ain't putting up with it.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing goes with men. Cause listen, I'm just gonna be honest. One of my grandparents, female, one of my grandmothers was known to get around.
Grandmother,
Grandmother.
my lord.
Yes. She was known as Miss Thunder Thighs. Yes.
Help
she,
me, Holy Ghost.
she had her man. She always had her man. But
Mm-hmm.
but she had a husband. She always had a husband too. She got about three last names because when she got rid of one of them, she went and got another one. So
My Lord.
it happened. But that's how they put up with that type of stuff because they had to.
Mm.
I think.
Well, and I believe it was because of not necessarily because they had to, but I also think it was because they had a sense of duty. Because they were there, they still had to take care of the home, they still had children to take care of, right?
Yeah, but
But
even in this day and age, you can take care of the children without having to put up with it. Because I think the biggest thing that you can do, the best thing that you can do for your children is to take good care of yourself. Because if
mhm,
you're not physically and mentally sane and strong for your children, you're going to do them more damage. And
mhm,
honestly, being in a relationship where you are continuously being cheated on, it is emotional abuse. A part of yourself dies in a relationship
mhm,
like that because you deny yourself in order to keep this other person. And I don't think that's healthy for you or your children.
mhm. I can dig that. KJ says at the beginning, expectations need to be understood. This can cause a lot of friction and resentment in a relationship, and I absolutely agree.
So
But
do I.
my only thing now is that if a man expresses, some of the things that he wants or expects, y'all modern women looking at him with the side eye.
I don't know. It just depends on what it is.
Yeah, yeah, y'all modern women are looking at them with the side eye. Oh, I don't cook. How many women actually have cookbooks or recipes that they actually compiled together, and these are the meals that I'm going to make with so much love for my family.
Alexa, pull up a broccoli casserole recipe, please.
But how many women are doing that though? Even pulling it up on Alexa. You are, but most modern women are not. They simply are not.
But a lot of
But
women know how to cook now. Don't be acting like we ain't cooking. We too thick. Thick.
uh, well, I don't know. I don't know. But I can cook. I like to cook. So I
Yeah,
mean,
our men thick too, especially in the South.
mm-hmm.
Our kids thick.
You what?
Our kids are thick.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That is true. That is true.
Somebody cooking. Tiffany
Who's that?
says, I love to cook.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. Do you cook every night for your family, Tiffany? Comment and let us know how many days a week on average are you cooking? Now, I don't expect, especially both man and woman are both working. I don't expect, the woman to. I wouldn't expect the woman to cook 5 days a week. Not even a little bit, but okay, about 3 nights. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Do you think that's fair?
I think
That
it's fair. Oh, you ask me. Yes, I think
yeah,
it's fair. But okay, so let me tell you, like, because you guys have expectations as well.
yeah,
I like, for instance, I'm the only woman in my house.
uh huh.
If I'm gonna cook, I'm gonna cook enough that's gonna last the time where I know, like, tomorrow night I got a class online. I'm not gonna be in the kitchen and have dinner done by 6 o'clock. So
Nothing
I done
wrong with
cooked
that.
enough. But guess what? The men in my house, they don't like to eat leftovers.
Oh, now see, now that's something wrong with that.
Yeah. So for
I
those
love
nights,
leftovers.
y'all got it. Y'all cook.
I don't mind eating leftovers. I don't mind eating leftovers at all. Sometimes it's even better the next night.
Exactly.
I,
Exactly. So, but
I,
my guys don't like leftovers. My son or my man, they don't like leftovers. So, hey, y'all got it. Unless it's like Alfredo or pasta or something like that, then they'll do leftovers. But you know what? We do eat healthy. We do.
uh,
So, me making some extra beets or some extra asparagus and then putting a freaking piece of tuna on the grill, that y'all can put that
mm,
in the microwave and warm it up. Because I
right,
can go ahead
right,
and get on this class. You know what I mean?
right.
But they don't
I'm
like it,
with
so
you.
it's like those are your nights to cook.
I can dig it. That's fair. Okay, so KJ on YouTube has a very good question. Are men or women willing to lower their expectations? Expectations sometimes are not realistic, just a thought. I agree with that 100%. I think that women need to lower their expectations because, just speaking from experience and seeing, speaking from what I hear, over on this side, ladies want it all. Ladies want it all in 2021. You want a man that's the 3 6s, you
You see
six
the
foot
side eye?
tall, huh?
You see the side eye?
Now, I see the side eye.
It's meant for
Yeah,
you.
yeah, and that's absolutely fine. I'm just keeping it real. So most women want a man. If you ask them what they want a man that's at least 6 foot tall, six pack abs, and make six figures.
The 666. I don't want that.
How many look and how many women
Look, you must
expect
have been on
not to work
TikTok.
and say what?
You must have been on TikTok.
No,
You
I
ain't heard
don't.
that TikTok where they say, I have gotten to this stage in life where I know that I need a man with a belly on him with some belly fat. Because I know if he eat, I'm eating.
Well, maybe I need to get on TikTok a little bit more. But yeah, the
And I'm that type of
ladies.
woman too. I'm that type of woman too. I like my man thick.
Mhm,
Thick. You know why? Because I'm a thick woman. I can't break you now.
Yeah, that's fair. That is absolutely fair. But just speaking from the majority of women, most women don't want an average man, right? So what if you knew that your significant other is only going to make $40,500 for the rest of his life? That's the average income for the average black man.
That ain't really no issue. Because it's really not. It's
How
really
so?
not. For me, I'm a go getter. I'm gonna make it work. We're gonna make it do
Hmm.
what it do. And then I like to inspire. I like to ignite. Like my dude is a real good cook. He really, really is. I keep telling him, baby, you need to sell this. Because I mean, people come over to the house looking for him to cook because they know he really is a good cook. He is a grill master. When I tell you my family loves him, we're going on a family beach trip coming up in July. Is Nick coming? He can get on the grill. Because he can really, really cook. So I'm like, babe, you need to let's get a food truck or something for you. I will inspire you to be the best and make the best out of what you have. So that's not no big issue for me. I think the core values of who you are as a person is what will make you stand out for me. And I honestly, that's just me now. But the reason I gave you that side eye earlier, JD, is
Hmm.
because I know too many women, they just want a man with a penis that's gonna be loyal. They ain't worried about how much he make. They ain't worried. Just don't cheat. Don't have no outside babies. And bring your
Look,
peen home to me. That, honestly, I know a lot of women like that.
you
And
you you given a lot of politically correct answers, right now. It would, which is fine, which is fine.
I'm
But
being honest. I can't be
now,
nothing else but.
now, check this out. Check this out. What if makes average income, right? And let's just say, with bedroom activities, let's just say he's mediocre.
Now, see, that's the part we can't. Ain't no
See,
negotiating on.
exactly, exactly. That's my point, and that's what I was getting ready to say. You proved my point. You proved my point. Men have to be able to be ambitious, earn a certain level of income, be all of these things, and be an expert in bedroom activities.
Look, he don't have to be the expert on how, but he got the package to do it, get it done. Because we can work
Exactly.
together on learning how.
Exactly. My point
You're
exactly.
right, Tiffany. Tiffany said, no, she agreed with me, and that is a non-negotiable.
So let's put this in perspective right quick. What if the shoe was on the other foot? Female mediocre bedroom activities. This might be getting into what we was talking about at first. I don't. She said she don't need teaching.
I don't
Oh,
mind teaching him because I want you to do what I want you to do. Don't be doing them tricks that you did on her because me and her are not the same.
uh huh. Okay. So what if the shoe was on the other foot? What if the man said, "Oh well, she's just mediocre. I just can't. Mm-mm. I
See,
can't. I can't work with that."
well, hey, guess what? He has just lost a diamond.
Exactly. Exactly. You prove
Because
my.
I got the equipment. I got
She's
the
mediocre.
equipment and I take good instructions.
She's mediocre in bedroom activities. Oh, he just lost the diamond.
He did.
But if he's mediocre, oh no, we can't. Come on, do you see the double
No,
standard
no.
here?
I gave you a compromise that even if he's not an expert at how to do it, he got the package where we can teach.
Okay, okay. Again, flipping it around, put it on the other. What if the man said, "Oh, well, she just ain't got the package
Well, that's
that I
another thing
want."
because I don't know about that. I got the package and I got needs like Megan.
Oh, okay, but see, that's my thing. The men are expected, unspoken expectation.
Well,
Men
well,
are
see, that's what,
expected.
but he has a choice of who he choose. He can see what she got.
Okay, what if it looked good on the outside, but then later on in the bedroom activities, well, this ain't what I thought it was gonna be.
Okay, something else I just saw. If she ain't releasing no waterfalls, then there's something y'all need to talk about because you need to help her get there.
I just cut my camera off. I had to
You didn't
cut.
take the camera off, did you?
I had to
You
cut my
can help her
camera off
get
on that
there.
one. But see, that just goes. That's just basically proving my point. Men are still expected, to do all of this, and then if it's not what he lost a diamond, but oh no, I can't work with that. Yeah, yeah, it is okay, but you women are so emotional as to where I know he didn't tell me that. I know every woman thinks they have the best um, WAP in the world.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
True story. So I went out with this guy. This was in my previous single life. Went out with this guy. He was a little bit older, but he had a little bit of status in the community.
Mm-hmm.
He was divorced. I was newly divorced. And he spent the entire date talking about himself. And I'm just sitting there listening at him tell me that what he has to have in a woman. He had
Mm-hmm.
no problem vocalizing his expectations. but he never asked me anything about myself.
Mm-hmm.
So he was telling me how he talked about his ex-wife, which that's a no-no. If you over that lady, why you bring her up in this conversation? You know what I mean? He
I
talked
agree.
about, yeah. And he talked about how because he had a little status in the community. I won't tell you what his profession was, but I'll just tell you he had a little status,
Mm-hmm.
that he needed a woman with some status because he is a celebrity, is what he told me. I'm looking at him like, this man is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You cute, but you ain't that cute. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but he never asked me about myself. He was never inquiring or trying to get to know me. Like I said, he was a little bit older, so of course, you got a little more experience on me, but you still don't you hadn't discovered who I am. Well, needless to say, we went out on another date or two,
Mm-hmm.
and I stopped calling. I stopped texting. I stopped messaging. My interest is gone because mm-mm. And we never went beyond just a date. Okay. So he never knew whether I had good wop or not. It ain't for you to find out. You ain't even asked me anything. so fast forward, now that I'm in my more mature stage and my presentation is on display,
Mm-hmm.
he can't stop watching my every move. He don't went on to marry somebody else, but he all over
Mm.
my every move.
My
But if
lord.
you, like I said, he lost a diamond.
Okay, that's a little bit different. Okay, a little bit different. I don't know. She said, I would have dipped way on the first date."
On the birthday.
So
I tried to give him a chance, but he just
okay, you gave him a chance. Y'all went on a couple dates or whatever. How many dates? Just one?
about three.
You
Yeah.
said about three. Okay, and then you figured out okay that wasn't for you. Okay, in that case, you know, okay, he missed out.
And then had
But
the audacity to ask me, well, why you stop calling? Man, I'm not chasing you. I don't chase men.
mm, mm. So another unspoken expectation. Men have to pursue the woman, right? Well, not in all cases, but it's mostly expected that the man would uh, pursue the woman.
For
Now,
me, and I'll tell you up front, I don't make the first move. I'm not chasing after no man. I'll tell you that up front.
okay, scenario: unspoken expectations. Let's just say you're out having dinner. Uh, I don't know what's your favorite restaurant.
I don't know if I have a favorite, but I like seafood.
Okay, let's say you at Bonefish Grill, right?
I do
Let's
like
say
that.
let's say you're having dinner alone. You sitting at the bar, having your dinner, just enjoying yourself, looking nice or whatever, right? And it's a guy that comes in and sits at the other end of the bar. He's checking all of your boxes, and you mean if he's not looking at you or if he's not, paying you any attention, you mean to tell me you're not gonna do anything to try to get his attention? Not a thing. You just missed out on a diamond.
I might have.
But see that's what I'm saying. Like it's different from it's different from with men and women, right?
Tiffany just named a good unspoken expectation that he got to come to
Hmm.
me. I don't go to men's houses and stuff.
Okay, now watch this unspoken expectation, right? A lot of ladies tend to have this what you call RBF,
What is that?
resting blank face. You
Oh,
know what I'm
okay.
talking about?
Gotcha.
So most ladies have, if you're out somewhere, whether it's at a restaurant or what have you, women, single woman, would you agree that women need to make themselves approachable?
I think she needs to be who she is. If that's who she is, guess what? Either she gonna attract or distract. But
Politically correct answers.
don't
You,
hurt me because I'm diplomatic.
so you don't think that women should be feminine and friendly?
I mean, if that's not who she is, then no. Because I wouldn't ask anybody to act. Because I wouldn't want a man to be anything other than who he is. If that's the energy that you portray, I'm going to be attracted to whatever energy that I'm attracted to. Because I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's some dudes, they look thugged out all the time. I ain't attracted to that. And
Mm-hmm.
if that's who you are, I need to know up front that that's just who he is. And
Okay.
okay, let me explain something else about
Mm-hmm.
these unspoken expectations. I said that
Mm-hmm.
I don't go to men's houses. Tell you why? Because I was when I got back into the dating game. I went to this guy's house. I met him at his house because I didn't want nobody to come to my house because I'm a single mom. I went to this dude's house, and I guess he had an unspoken expectation, and he just thought that me coming to his house meant that we were just gonna get down with the get down. He showed up at the door in nothing but his underwear. Oh no 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 no! No 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 no! This is not that. So I will not do that again.
Look, some of these fellas are making it hard for me to defend them. Those are low vibrational people, and we don't represent those people over here. Not at all. Not at all. But it was a question in the group. Matter of fact, a little while before we came on, and I think this kind of goes with the topic. Okay, so I'm not gonna call any names, but if you're watching live and you wanna say, "Hey, that was me," that's fine. But I'm not gonna say any names because the group is private. Oh, and if you're not in the group and you're watching, y'all really need to get in the group. But the question was asked: Who pays on dates, as you say, quote unquote, date night? The man or the woman? She said, I've had to pay on a breakfast and dinner. And he said it was disrespectful to him. Okay. 3 times she said she paid.
So this is you want my diplomatic answer, or you want to go ahead and answer? I want you to answer.
You want me to answer first?
Yes.
I believe that the unexpected expectation, at least for the first date, is for the man to pay.
Okay.
At least for the first. And on top of that, when I was not when I was getting back into the dating scene or whatever, a lot of times on first date, and I like it was this one particular young lady. She had suggested, right, that oh well, this is first time meeting, whatever, whatever. So why don't we just split the bill? I pay for mine, you pay for yours. That way, if we decide we don't like each other, then we're not out anything. But me just being the, I guess, Southern gentleman that I am, I was like, it don't matter. I'm gonna pay anyway. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I was dating, right? It's been times where I went on a date, um, in the afternoon and then was going on another date that evening. If you're a man and you're dating, dates can add up.
Hmm.
Dates can add up really, really quick. And I think, especially after the first or second date, I think it's respectable for a woman to at least offer to pay, even if I don't let her pay. And if you got a man that wants to pay,
I'm ready. I'm getting revved up over here.
I want you to get revved up. If you got a woman that wants to pay, I don't think there's anything wrong with letting her pay sometimes. You know, come on with it. Yeah, I see you holding your lips. Come on.
Because I'm not that girl. I'm not that girl. right, Cynthia, help me out. Tiffany, help me out. Okay, don't let me go
Come
out
on,
here on this ledge by myself.
come on.
Now,
I
I
can't
honestly
wait to
feel
hear it.
like anybody whoever asks for the date should pay for the date. That's just the way I feel. But see, in my case, I told you already, I ain't finna pursue it. So
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, I ain't asking. Now,
Mm-hmm.
with that being said, if I do offer to pay for my own, guess what? That means I didn't like you.
Mm-hmm.
And I need you to get that away from me. That's
Okay, I can dig it.
and then now, with me and my guy, we've been together for 3 years now. So there are sometimes, we go on dates
Mm-hmm.
and he's
Right.
constantly paying. So, I'll just be like, look, and he does not like for me to pay. He does not like for me to pay. So I'll have to slip my card to the server while he done went to the bathroom or while he talking to somebody. We're like, okay, just go ahead and
Mm-hmm.
do this. Please. hurry up,
Mm-hmm.
hurry up. Because I want to let him know I appreciate him, you
Yeah.
know, and mama got it, you know.
Yeah, and I don't think it's anything wrong with that. Every once in a while, I feel like the majority of the time, the man is gonna pay, but it means something to a man if a woman at least offers to pay. You know, and you ladies don't like to go to cheap places. She said even if you got to go to McDonald's, you got to pay. But you ladies like to go to expensive places. Oh, if he ain't taking me to da 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 whoop whoop whoop, then he ain't worth my time. That kind of thing. She
Tiffany said
says
it's
it's attractive
attractive.
if he pays. I think it's attractive if a lady offers to pay sometimes too. Because here's the thing, also most, not all, a lot of women go on free dates, get free food from a man that they know that they have no attraction to or have no intent of being serious with. I don't think that's fair to the man.
So the
Uh
the
huh.
the girlfriend pool that I hang with and associate with, it's not that they have no interest. It might be a limited interest. We might know, Cynthia, since I come prepared to pay, but not expecting to pay. Being prepared is my insurance just in case he's that kind of guy. See,
Mm-hmm.
bam, booyah, I can take care of it. Trust and
Yeah,
believe.
nothing
But,
wrong with that.
I need you to put your part in there. Come on, Tiffany.
Mm-hmm. It
It
don't have to
don't
be over
take,
100.
go ahead.
She said it don't have to be over $100.
It doesn't, but, it's nice when it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I know. But believe it or not, I've heard it come out of several women's mouth that they will go on a date with a man knowing that they have no interest in him and they go just to get food.
Let's see. I think that's the low vibrations.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, the girlfriend pool that I am friends with and associate with are not like that. It's more, it might be a limited interest. Like she might know that I'm never gonna have a relationship with this dude, but yeah, he
So
gonna
why
give up
go on a
his
date?
goods. Cause he gonna give up his goods and I'm gonna give up mine.
So if you know that, okay, well, I'm not interested in a relationship, why go on the date?
But she probably will let him know. Yeah.
But a lot of women don't do that.
I'm
So
attracted to your body, but yeah, I don't want a relationship.
personal experience.
Mm-hmm.
Had this lady, right? And she says,
Thank you, Tiffany.
"Yo, I know you busy. I don't have a lot of stuff going on. As much as you got going on. But I like you or whatever. But how come we just can't date other people?" And I'm like, huh? Well, yeah, we go on date, we date other people, and that's all. It's just going on dates because I like to look cute and I like to be pretty, and I just like to go out on dates. It might not mean nothing, but I'm dealing with you, but I want to date other people just to go on dates. I
So
literally had
she
somebody
voiced
tell me
her
that.
expectation. It might not have been yours, but she voiced her expectation. She wanted to go on other dates and look cute. She
That's
wanted to be an Instagram girl. She needed to take her selfies looking cute because I'm
that's
going on that.
insane to me. But a man is looked at some type of way if he was to say that.
No,
And that's what I'm
no,
saying.
I
Like,
need the men to say that. I need you men to say that, JD. It's
mhm.
simple. Just say it. Because you never know. Women these days, we want you to say it. Come on, let's get on to this hot topic.
Oh well, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it regardless. So, yeah, I get the side eye a lot, but I'm gonna say exactly what it is. I'm gonna lay it out there. Either you can get with it, or I mean, move around.
Come on,
You know.
because come on, you might as well be just like your guy that you want to talk about tonight. He just say what
Mhm.
he mean and mean what he say, right? Cold hearted,
Yeah,
cold
yeah.
hearted.
All right. So here we go. Hot topic. We're gonna talk about the man, the myth, the legend. We're gonna talk
That's a
about.
stretch.
We're gonna talk about Unc. We're gonna talk about the Godfather, Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuel has been
Ladies,
making waves in these YouTube streets.
ladies and gents, get down in the congregation and give your thumbs up or thumbs down for Kevin Samuels.
I better see all thumbs up.
We have opposing views. So tell me, do you
I
have a
better see
thumbs up or
all
a thumbs
thumbs
down?
up for Kevin Samuels.
You got the yuck face. Let's see.
Y'all hating. So y'all know who he is, right? The man, the myth, the legend. Kevin Samuels. What y'all give him a man a thumbs down. I want to know why. Alabama church girl, tell me why is it did you give Kevin Samuels a thumbs down? I
So
want to hear it.
as an aircraft electrician, I move on energy. It's my job and my duty to find the energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So his energy, I'm not attracted to.
Mm-hmm. And why is that?
There is there's no conduciveness between me and him. Anytime I see him on the screen, I don't have any inclination to click play because I don't want to hear
Mm-hmm.
from him.
Mm-hmm.
His aura is just not my thing. I can't get with him.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot. I'm gonna be honest with you. The most that I've seen of him is clips from other people having conversations about something that he said on his channel. He's
Mm-hmm.
not he's not my type my cup of tea. And I ain't
Now,
speaking on that.
let me ask you this. Have you ever watched one of his shows from start to finish?
Nope.
I would encourage you to do so. Let me tell
It's
you
something
why.
about his energy that says, no girl, that ain't it.
Let me tell you why. Because I watched one of his shows from start to finish, just actually a couple of days ago, and he went viral back in December. He already had a really good following back then, but he went viral back in December with the infamous "Average at Best" video, where he was
Yeah, I did
telling.
see that. Do you see
Did you
Cerinthia's comment?
say again?
Do you see Cerinthia's comment?
You talking about this one? I think
Mm-hmm.
his show is scripted. He has to pay those women. I don't think he's paying anybody to call in to the show. Let me tell you why. Because y'all can't deny me on this one. With this city girls, entitlement, hot girl, this or that, culture, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, all of that. Most women, modern women, subscribe to that kind of image, right? And on top of that, let's talk about the average at best video. Which clip did you watch? Did you watch the 7 minute clip or did you watch the 30 minute clip?
So I only saw people commentating on it.
Mm,
I did not watch any of it. Like I said, I'm
okay.
just not attracted to anything he has going on. His honestly, the reason why, let's you want me y'all want to get real tonight.
Yeah, we going to get real.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Okay, because we talked about um showing up in a relationship with false pretenses, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my ex-husband is now in a partnership with a man.
My Lord.
So the energy that Kevin Samuels gives reminds me of that energy.
Mm. So what you're trying to say is, are you trying to say that he's happy? You think Kevin
I'm
Samuels
trying
is
to say that I'm not attracted to his energy.
happy? Mm. Okay. Now this is the reason why I
Thank you,
think
Tiffany. Thank you, Cerinthia. Y'all feel me, right?
I think that part of the reason why people have such a problem with Kevin Samuels is because the media message for black men, where people are not used to seeing people like him making waves, in these YouTube streets, social media. People are used to seeing a certain type of black man. I don't think that people are used to seeing a black man on screen that's running the business, on his ground, on his purpose, that's well dressed, well spoken, very intelligent, and he tells the truth. I'm of the opinion that women have not been told the truth for a very long time. And the media message of black men has changed over the last 20 or 30 years. The media message has not changed over the last 20 or 30 years, but black men have changed and are doing better. And the statistics are showing that, right? So like now the number of black men that's in college, enrolled in college, is more than what's actually incarcerated. But we're still seeing the message that a lot of black men are absent and incarcerated. But yet the message hadn't changed. Men have been getting on their grind, doing the work. Uh, and this is out on blackdemographics.com. 51% of black men are single and childless. Out of that 51%, about more than 60% is in the middle class. So why is it that women are saying that there are no good men or no suitable men?
JD,
Come on with it.
it takes a lot more than just being in a certain financial class to be suitable. And
Okay.
I
Now
think
now that's coming
I'm
from
gonna
you.
stand on this regardless of what the situation is. That I think that the hurdles to overcome is the communication.
Mm-hmm.
Black women have to learn how to communicate better to black men. Black men have to learn how to communicate better with black women. That's just that's gonna be my answer to almost any problem. That's my resolution. We have to
Mm-hmm.
communicate better. Relationships are not gonna work if you don't talk your problems out. And a lot of times we act and respond regardless and never really verbalize exactly because a lot of times we don't even want to acknowledge what our truth is. We
Mm-hmm.
don't want to be honest with ourselves. And it goes beyond just the traditional gender roles. It goes beyond that. It's a lot of women that ain't being honest that, hey, I just need you to give me some head and that's it. I just need you to do that. Shut up and do that and let me go to sleep. It's a lot of women that just won't be just that honest. You know what? They're scared, like you said before, of what he might think. Oh, I'm gonna be looking like
Mhm.
a horror. You know?
Yeah,
But
but yeah, that's kind of wouldn't you think that that's kind of masculine?
and that's another thing you got to overcome is stereotyping and generalizing that,
Hmm.
hey, I'm being honest, these are my needs, these are my needs.
Hmm.
And you could have a better relationship if you can be honest with yourself and with your partner. Thank you.
I I I
I
I
agree.
think I think it goes both ways. I think men and women both need to say more about what they want. However, in these spaces where men talk, men are just now coming out, and this is why a lot of men are rooting for Kevin Samuels so much because he is saying stuff that men have not been able to say for years.
I think he just found his niche. I think he just found a niche that I can be abrasive and people are going to come watch because they like the rudeness of it all.
Well,
Negativity is good.
oh, okay. I got to stop you right there. This is what I was getting ready to say a minute ago. I watched one of Kevin's shows from top to bottom a few nights ago, right? And he even made mention of this. He didn't cuss nobody out. It was no. A lot of people have a problem with him rating or whatever women, but it was three or four ladies that he had on, and all of them had a respectable conversation with him. And it to me it was very helpful. I'm like, I really wish more people, especially women, were watching this because he's making so much controversy because of how the conversation goes left a lot of times, and nobody's talking about how he's actually having respectable conversations with women. And also, it's not the fact that Kevin Samuels, he's been doing this for years, right?
Mhm. He's
And you
probably
you can
well
go back.
versed.
Say again.
He's probably well versed.
Yeah, yeah. The guy is brilliant. He is absolutely brilliant. But you can go back on his channel, and for years he was talking to men. His channel started off as men improvement, getting men in line. And you know what men did when he? I've seen some video. I've been watching him for a long time, not just when he got popping or whatever. This guy has been hard on men. To me, he's been harder on the men than he's ever been on the women.
Cerinthia, do you see what I see?
And and
Is your
the
marketing hack speaking to you?
and this is the thing. Do you know what men do? Men got it together and say, you know what? I got to be better. I got to be the best version of myself.
Okay, but
Go ahead and read
he
that comment.
probably okay, Cerinthia, mismarketing as well. He probably understood that the trend, the number one consumer in America is a black female. So that's probably why he started lending his conversation towards that market. Because
Yeah,
now he's eating it up. And he's
and
like
and,
blown up. Just like
and
no
that.
different. To me, it's no different from Derek Jackson. I even I now Derek Jackson, I was attracted to his energy. You know why? Because he's sexy and he chocolate.
Mhm.
And he had his entrepreneur thing going on. So honestly, I bought into the Derek Jackson thing when he started selling his game, the cards. I actually bought some of the cards. But then after a while, I didn't want to hear nothing Derek had to say. This was way before this scandal came out this year. I didn't want to hear nothing
Mhm.
else he had to say because, like I said, I move off energy. And I know I was joking about it, but I'm serious at the same time. Something in his energy just wasn't lining up for me. And I just didn't want to hear nothing else he had to say. Keep scrolling because
Mhm.
get on the way from me. But they are smart in knowing that that number one consumer is that black female.
And you might have a point to that, but I don't think it's just the female. I think it's the black community as a whole because a dollar only stays in our community for a few hours, right?
Exactly.
While
Um,
other communities, their dollar circulates in their community
for
uh,
months.
for months. But with us, we can get paid at 8 a.m. in the morning and we broke by noon.
By 10 o'clock.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Friend here had a
I
good
don't.
comment. I wanted to visit.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Now, everybody's been trying to, um, you know, I guess expose him in a way. Say that he's happy or what have you. I would like to hear what his ex-wife had. I would like to hear what the ex-wife's thoughts of him are. She was supposed to expose him months ago. Maybe it will come to fruition. So let me talk about that for a second. It's come out that whoever that lady was that was supposed to be his ex-wife, that was all fake, and
Hmm.
that's why it never came out to expose him. And whatever, it never came out because it was all fake. That was not his ex-wife. And if you watch the interview that he did with Tasha K on her channel that just came out not too long ago. And I'm gonna go back and watch it again. But he talks about that too, and it's all about the discipline, and that's what he talked to men about for years is the discipline and how you move, sexual discipline, business discipline and all of that. Nobody can come out and have a scandal against him because he has discipline, you know and
Well,
and and, and that, everybody wants to bring him down simply because he's telling people the truth.
yeah, Derek had a good message too.
Say again.
Derek had a good message too.
I, to me, I just feel like he was pandering to women. And then here's another thing too
You
about
think?
Derek Jackson. Say again.
You think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tiffany, you
and
feel me?
and he's selling, trying to sell his merch and books and everything. Kevin Samuels is not trying to sell you anything.
He doesn't have
He ain't
to. He
he
got
ain't
your
selling.
attention.
But everything that he's saying is true. It's a reason why he has that attention now. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, everything that he's saying is things that's been said in barbershops, uh, around the water cooler or whatever for years now. I remember me, as a matter of fact, a lot of the stuff that Kevin talks about, me and Emmanuel and some of our other friends, we used to talk about the same thing back in the day. And I'm talking about before we in our mid 30s now. I'm talking about before we even hit 20. It's some of the same things that he's talking about now. It's only the fact that he's telling the truth. And men have not been able to tell the truth about what they want out of a woman or what they expect out of a woman, what their needs are out of a woman. And also, another thing, too, Kevin, uh, he has several people that he's helped put together also on his channel too. And I can't remember what the lady's name was, but he has a lot of people that have gone on YouTube and gone on social media and gone on record to say, "Hey, Kevin has helped save my marriage." I found my fiance, I found my husband because I listened to Kevin Samuels.
Do you see that comment?
I see it. I don't think Kevin panders to men because he's not always telling men what they want to hear. Derek Jackson, he made his fame by telling women exactly what they wanted to hear.
But
Everything that made them feel good. Kevin Samuels did not do that with men.
but listen, you said something earlier in our conversation that
Uh-huh.
women are emotional, right?
Yeah.
Economics moves on emotions. So Derek is smart enough to know, tap into that nurturing nature of a woman and tell them what they want to hear about that man. Okay, he's profiting off of that. Kevin Samuels is tapping into the fact that men tend to first go to the emotion of anger and upset and frustration. So he might be telling them some corrective information that will get them angry, upset, and frustrated. But guess what? It's still moving his needle in the direction he wants it to go. That anger and upset and frustration is getting people to, even if you thumbs down the video, guess what? You boost the algorithms. He gets more attention put on him. More eyes on him means more dollars, more advertising, more dollars. Thank you,
Mhm.
Corinthia.
Which is absolutely true, and it is a business. Part of it is a business. However, again, I truly believe that, and if you, I encourage all of y'all to
I need to
go.
go watch him because I'm gonna be very frank. I can't give him a fair shake because I haven't watched him. And
Yeah, and I encourage you to do so. I encourage you to watch some of his broadcasts from top to bottom if you have time. Sometimes they get a little lengthy. Some are shorter than others. But when I repost this on YouTube, I'll put a link to his channel down in the description, and I'll also put a link to some other content creators down in the description too to check them out as well. But and I'm definitely going to put a link to the interview with Kevin Samuels and Tasha K. The thing that I really like about Kevin Samuels is, especially like with all the negative press and everything that he's been getting, and people trying to take him down, they ask him, well, why does he keep doing it or whatever. He always says it's not about him. At this point, it's not about him. It's about getting our community back on track.
you see
It's
my
trying to
side
figure
eye
out
again.
how is trying to figure out how a black man can work with a black woman and how we can fix this divide.
You see my side eye, right?
Yeah, come on with it. What you
Because
got?
if it's not about him, he wouldn't have been on Tasha K. People go to Tasha K for their 15 minutes of fame.
I don't think he needs it because he's almost at
His audience, coupled with her audience, is big dollars.
yeah for
The
both
two
of
were
them.
they had a mutual investment in that conversation.
Okay, so she said once I tried to watch him, but once he starts going off and being rude, my interest is lost, and I find something else to watch. Okay, so a lot of I see a lot of people talking about his tone or whatever. He matches what he gets. To me, just like I said with that other show that nobody's talking about, where he had a uh, completely respectable conversation with 3 or 4 women. Nothing went off the rails. Nobody talks about that, but everybody just wants to talk about his tone, you know. And again, I really want to encourage y'all to watch the interview with Kevin Samuels and Tasha K. When I repost the link, when I repost this on YouTube, the link will be down in the description, so y'all can go check it out. And not only do I want y'all to watch, I see the look on your face. Not only do I want y'all to watch it, but I want y'all to watch it in good faith
I'm gonna
because
watch
he
it for
really,
research purposes.
yeah, watch it for research purposes, but also watch it and watch it in good faith, you know, because he makes some really, really, really valid points in there, and Tasha K does too. And I never, I used to watch a few of her videos, but you know, she never really did anything that I was interested in. But now maybe I might, check out because believe it or not, the two of them agreed on a lot of stuff. I
Because
don't want to give it away, but
Tasha is known to be misogynistic as well.
see, there's that word, misogynistic. If
Hmm.
men speak up, they're considered to be misogynistic, right?
No, I just said a female that is
Hmm.
known to be misogynistic. It can
Now,
happen
tell me how a female can be misogynistic. How does that work?
because there are females who have been socialized to believe that the man's way is the best way. Get in line with the man. I mean, honestly, that's the way I was taught to be. But, thank God for a brain and critical thinking of my own. That wait a minute, I'm valuable too.
Mm-hmm.
We both are valuable. But yeah, there are some women that, are misogynistic. Just like there are some black people who support a supremacist system. You'll hear it come out in their language when they talk about, you'll never get a seat at the table.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't ask for one. I got my own table. How about that?
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, and I can dig that. I've always been one to say, if people don't want you at that table, go make your own table.
Hmm.
And that's what we doing here, right? We're making our own table over here.
Exactly.
But that's what's up. And maybe since you brought it up on the next show, maybe we'll talk about what men and women bring to the table.
Yes, I want to talk about these women that get to marry multiple men.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, we'll say that for next week's show.
Yes.
Or what's today's Tuesday, right? You
Hmm.
know what? We might have another pop up show a little bit later on in the week. What do you think about that?
I'm good with it. I want to know what day is better for the congregation.
Okay. Well, if you're in the group, if you're in the comments, let us know, and we'll get this schedule going. But I believe Unc is on right now on Instagram.
Easy.
Yeah, I believe Kevin Samuels is on right now on Instagram. I just got a notification.
Hmm. You see my
So
little type.
yeah, I saw him get tight. And you see me cheese, and I can't wait to turn him on. Yeah, but that's what's up. But y'all, that's all we got for tonight. We'll let y'all know if we're gonna do another pop-up show later on in the week. If y'all want another pop-up show, I need y'all to like the video, share the video, comment down below. I thank everybody for watching. If you're watching on the replay, thank you so much. Let us know what you think down in the comments, and I really, really appreciate all of the comments and interaction that we got tonight. It's really appreciated. It really helps the flow of the show. So that's all we got for tonight. I'm JD, aka Mr. December, Alabama Church Girl. Say something to the people.
Hey, now y'all know where to find me, right? Over on Twitter. I be going off and blowing it up on Twitter. So at me, at the Alabama Church Girl, just like you see it on the screen. Okay, I want to see you. Let's talk. Let's chit chat. Cause I'm shady. Yes, I am.
Shady, shady, shady. But that's what's up, y'all. Good night, and we'll see y'all on the next go round.
Good
Peace.
night.